So if somebody told me to pack all of the essential things that preschoolers need in this backpack, I am going to show you in this video what is in this bag and some essential things that's going to help your preschooler, whether you are teaching from home or in a school classroom. Coming to you right now. Well, if I'm just meeting you, my name is Brianna. I used to work outside of the home in the early childhood field to now teaching our little ones in the home. I want to welcome you to the Brown Bear Book Club, where we offer books and resources to people like you, parents and educators of young children. Feel free to sign up freely in the link below. All right, let's get right into some essential things. So now these are just samples of things we already have in the classroom. And so the first one I want to show you is blocks. I love these because they have the alphabet on them. So you see N, K, it has different objects, animals, and they can easily stack. So soft blocks, waffle blocks, you can choose. And if you're like, not in my budget, you can make blocks using cardboard boxes and have them stack. You can put different like letters. You can definitely replicate this with using boxes, but these are some great tools that you can encourage problem solving and subtly introduce concepts like the alphabet and numbers. Remember, preschoolers learn through play, so we have to keep it hands-on. All right, also guys, if you need anything like the things I'm mentioning today, it is in the description box below. Next one is musical instruments. You can DIY it with like bottles and things you have in your house. I keep a big box of recyclables just for activities like musical instruments or art or different things like that. Or you can buy a whole set of musical instruments like drums, tambourines, because what's preschool without music? Introducing early creativity, beat, rhythm, and medley. It's all part of preschool. All right, next one I would say, of course, construction paper. I mean, it's not preschool without construction paper. Construction paper, and don't just stop there. You can either recycle or have a stack of like tissue paper, different forms of texture, because sometimes children get tired of just using regular paper. Try some tissue paper, try cardstock paper, try scrapbook paper. Those are all some fun ideas to keep children engaged, and then you use the paper for drawing or coloring and things that will incorporate fine motor development. All right, and those fine motor skills. Next one is puzzles. This is a Melissa and Doug puzzle. If you're at home, and choose puzzles that you know your children, concepts that they love and things that you know that they will be engaged in. So like my child loves transportation, so of course got transportation puzzles. Puzzles are a great way for children to start problem solving, and I love this one because it's already organized into the different compartments, which makes for an easy cleanup. All right, let's see what else we have here. Sand. Now, obviously you're going to have more sand than this, but you can put sand in tubs like this, or I have a sensory table behind me that I'll show you right now. And if you're liking this content so far, go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button. So one thing I love about these sensory table, number one, you can choose to have them together or apart, but you can, it has a lid and has a good amount of space for young children to put whatever you decide to put in there for the week or for the day. You can put water on one side, sand on the other side, shredded paper, basically anything. Nature materials, and this really encourages discovery. So a sensory table is a great addition. Obviously, I couldn't fit it in my backpack, but if you don't have a sensory table, you can use a tub or the great outdoors. Really, it's a great sensory table, but it challenges children to make simple predictions. Like you can put, we did a sink or float activity just yesterday that I posted on Instagram, so feel free to check that out. But it helps them make simple predictions, explore texture. You can put water, sand, shredded paper, flowers, anything in a sensory table for them to learn. You can hide letters, hide numbers, and that's how you can engage little ones in play. So let's keep it rolling though. Sponges, painting, just different ways to engage. Speaking of painting, you can do watercolor painting, you can do finger painting, all types of painting. Shaving cream. Now I know in some schools and child care centers, shaving cream may not be allowed, but I find that shaving cream is it's very fun. You can add a little food coloring. So if you don't have food coloring or a drop of paint, and they can start creating letters, they can create shapes, they can create whatever they want to create, animals, balls, objects, but it's super fun. And if you're at home, you can do it. Just make sure you keep your eye on your child. At school, they may or may not allow that. Depends on where you're at. Play-Doh. It wouldn't be preschool without Play-Doh. So yes, Play-Doh, sculpting, fine motor skills. You guys know there's tons of things. Right now, I would definitely pack our My First ABC transportation book. Our little guy, like I said, he's into transportation book, and this is actually a Brown Bear Book Club original. So if you have someone that's interested in your little one, or maybe in your class interested in transportation, it's linked in the description box below. So definitely transportation book. And speaking of books, although I couldn't fit this in the backpack, I would just carry this along. It is the Mother Goose Treasury book. Love, love, love this book because it has all the nursery rhymes, and at this age, this is the time to start introducing rhyming words. And my favorite things that I just bought is the My First Hands-On Bible. I love this Bible because everything in it is hands-on. So like, it says act like your favorite animal as you're reading about creation, cloud watching, look at the sky this week and see if any clouds look like animal shapes. A new creation with your child, draw pretend animals. So it's very hands-on, and it has activities all throughout it. So this is like preschool must-have, and this is actually for preschoolers. My First Hands-On Bible for preschoolers. Great resource. I would also pack a journal. That's right, a journal, because at this age, it's not so much important that they're writing, but that they're drawing pictures and telling you about what they drew or what they wrote. Especially for an early pre-kindergarten child who may be already writing letters or writing their name, this is a great place. But it's really to encourage the dialogue and the conversation and their creativity and their fine motor skills. Another would be also magazines and recycle newspapers, because once again, it's just showing them different forms of literature, and these can be different forms for them to write on and create their own storybooks as well. Of course, we have things like the typical things like scissors. Start introducing those child safety scissors, markers, crayons, the skinny markers, color pencils, glue sticks. All of those things are staples of the early childhood classroom. Craft supplies like pipe cleaners, and I think I have popsicle sticks, pom-poms, things of that nature. If you have a younger child with your preschooler, I love the Crayola egg crayon. This is great for infants and toddlers, so I threw that in there because I do have a baby, and this is perfect for his little age. In preschool, you're going to do a lot of things dealing with animals, making animal sounds, identifying animals. So you can either print out photos, or you can have animals in your classroom, and you can move around, act like them, and it's just super, super fun. So I would definitely pack some animals. Chalk. This is like my little bag of chalk. The big chalk, the skinny chalk. I keep a whole bag, and this is my art organizer here. All right, balls, big balls, small balls, balls. This is great for gross motor, great for playing games and different things like that. And then, of course, whatever toy or dramatic play that your child is currently interested in. They love to role play. So right now, our little guy loves cars, of course. So we're making roads with blocks. We're making streets. We're talking about all those things here, but make sure you keep a bin of recyclables, because this little paper towel holder can become binoculars. It can become a paint object. It can become a tunnel. It can become an engineering item. So make sure that you are recycling all throughout. And if I haven't said this before, remember, preschooler, the preschool age child is a hands-on um, time in their development. So anything that they can touch, they can smell, they can experience, this is the time to do it. So anyway, those are some of the things I was able to fit in the backpack. One of the things that I did not mention is magnets, and magnets are another great addition to the preschool classroom, but these are just some of the ones that I just grabbed and put in the backpack. And remember, everything is in the chat below, and we have a giveaway coming up this Saturday, July 31st. So if you are not a Brown Bear Book Club member, go ahead and sign up in below. If you are already a member and you have already won before, all you have to do for a double entry or for a re-entry is share in the comments below, how do you plan to use the book Kindness Makes Us Strong? And then that will give you another entry or a double entry into our upcoming giveaway. Well, that is all I have for you today. Let me know what is in your preschooler's bag. What are some essential things that you love to do with preschool age children? And I will see you again another time. Bye, guys.